Collectors, what's going on? Hobby owners, football fans. Another card grading software reveal. Man, this Prizm Zay Flowers Disco numbered to 99 just got graded. Want to walk through the grade of it, show you how it did, and obviously talk to you about the software. But check out this cool Zay Flowers card. I love these Prizm cards. I just love them. I think they're really cool. The designs, just all the different sets and inserts, they're phenomenal. So let's get started. The software, when you get your card in here, like you see here, it automatically launches the centering part of the technology, and you're going to walk through the four areas: corners, edges, and surface. You start with the outer frame like you see here. You just select that. You make the necessary adjustments. We're going to be in color view only here. Of course, you can toggle to etch view if you've seen my previous videos. I like working in etch view, but this card is just so beautiful. I want to maintain and take a look at it the whole time that I'm grading it on the outside on the centering. So that looks good. The outer border looks good. Then we take a look at the inner border. That looks well placed. You want to always build that inner frame. You're trying to build the inner frame based on where the card could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be centered on the player. You're looking for logos. You're looking for the tops of helmets. You're also looking for text at the bottom. You're looking for when designs stop at the edge, like you see over here. You see it stops there, and then you see it stops at the point of the logo, and then comes down to the edge bottom there. So once the inner frame is built, like you see here, you go ahead and hit save that, and then it calculates the overall grade. You can see this is numbered to 99, this card, which is really cool. I love grading cards, but when you really get limited short print ones, that's fun as well. You can see that the outer edge is made. You can see the inner frame selection, same theory. You want to be framed on the inner side based on where the card design is being placed, and then place the inner frame based on that. You can see how it graded. It graded overall 10. So the centering on the front and back for that particular card is very well designed on that front. Let's take a look at the corners, front and back. It's capturing the thumbnail views. Now, what's interesting on the discos, of course, you see that you can zoom in here, and you see it's got a really dark color on that end. That's what makes the black and white reveal beautiful, because you can zoom in and you can see the reflection. You're like, that card looks sharp. So I'm going to say sharp. That corner looks sharp. That one looks good as well, and that looks good. Now we're on to the backs. You can see if there's anything here. That looks good. I don't see anything there. Maybe a slight touch, and that looks good as well. That little fraying you see, the software picks up on that. And let's see what the corners came back on that that you see. So what's really cool in the thumbnail view that you saw is you get to zoom in up to 5x, which means you get to 5x amplify the view of the scan. Of course, we're scanning everything at 1200 DPI so that we can really get down to the pixels. And then when I really like to see that sharp corner, or I can see any rounding or anything that may be highlighted as an issue, I love how the software into the black and white edge view just really reveals that. It normalizes all the color noise so that you can just see a black and white. And then it outlines the corners, so it kind of traces. And then when that's submitted to the AI based on your assessment, visual assessment, it really does the cool analysis like you can see up here with the click visualization and the summary it gives. And then it outputs the subgrade. You see overall a 9.4. We're going to go ahead and hit save and continue the edges. We're going to do the same thing we just did on the corners. We're going to capture the edges, and then we're going to make our annotations. Of course, that looks clean. That looks clean. Let's take a look at a zoomed in view, and maybe we can go black and white. I don't see any fraying, but how cool is it? I don't know. I like to have the ability to really look in at things at the scan perspective and kind of own that process. That looks clean. And that looks clean. Now, if there was minor roughness or wear, you go ahead and make that selection here. You go ahead and tell the AI, hey, I'm visually seeing that in the scan. It's being revealed to me. Because the tool's only going to be as good as the scan you give it. You're the ultimate arbitrator with visually what you see on the card, and you provide that input. I'm going to say clean there. It's going to do the analysis based on your inputs, and the AI in the back end, it came back and it said, hey, it's a 9.4 overall. We're going to go over to the surface scan. We're going to see where we're at on that. Man, this card just looks beautiful. You can look at the front and back. I don't see any issues with this card. Kind of a quick way, like I said, to get rid of some of that noise from the color and the reflection. You just go black and white. And look at that. There's no color. You can see any variation. If there was print lines, you would see that. If you'd see a scratch or a defect, that would kind of illuminate. That nice gloss you see coming over the top, that's just animated effect I programmed into the card. just for visual effects. But you can see that card looks really good. I'm going to hit analyze, and then that will complete the surface analysis grade. And then when that's done, it's of course going to wrap up all 4 grades, centering, corners, edges, and surface. And it's going to compile that and put together the overall final grade of the card, which we'll see here in just a sec. So after it loads that, I'll hit complete grading and view results. And then, like I said, boom, this card came back a grade of 9. So that's pretty cool. Let's see why. So it's a mint 9. You get to go to the actual serial number of the card. You get the etched view scan, like the toggle here. It's a cool piece of the software I built. You can always hit this right here, and it toggles in between the final grades. Cool little feature I built. You get to see the card information of the card. You can see a Disco 99, number to 99. And then you can see what happens. You can see the corners, the edges, so we can see what corner is a problem. So down here, slight wear rounding just beginning, 9.1, bottom left corner. So it flagged this corner as an issue that brought the overall grade to 9.4. And these 2 grades here is what really impacted and made this card grade out as a 9 mint. I hope you enjoyed the card grading software. I hope you try it. I'm going to keep putting videos out like this as I grade cards, cool cards that I think you're going to want to see. This is, of course, a Zay Flowers Disco numbered to 99. Really cool card that we just pulled. We graded. It's going to be in one of our mystery packs. We hope you love it. We hope you love chasing cards as much as we do, as we love putting cards in packs and building our sets. But I hope you love this reveal of the Zay Flowers Prizm Disco numbered to 99. Happy collecting. Happy grading. It's an exciting time to be a collector. We hope you love what we're building, and we'll talk to you soon.